Gamers, gamers, gamers. Are we gaming? I know I am. It's gaming time. Oh, I think I just entered my Crystal Fly chat, but that's okay. I honestly wish I could do more of these. Because I max out on them all the time, but whatever. It is what it is.
Add Astra.
And Astroribosol. I'm not sure if the full event is even out yet. I guess we'll find out. I'm hoping it is, but we'll have to see. Is it underwater? It appears so. It appears it is underwater. Or maybe at the fishing person. Go to the Fontaine Fishing Association. Maybe if I read, you know. That'd be a good start.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
A chance of what?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
We received your commission request.
Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally. Someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something.
Indeed. Hello, Damon.
Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But?
Right, but unfortunately,
is this
as
full
the
event out, do you know?
representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few
story
other
parts
errands
of it?
that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
Exactly, Paimon.
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you.
Okay, good.
Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
Nope, we already told you what that we're adventurers.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Oh, sweet. Good timing, I guess.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But
We're
don't
experts.
we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
Oh, you put up a flag. Now it's gonna be really difficult, Paimon.
Down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
Water imps?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A child-eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
Oh, wait, really?
Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them all.
Like, what are they called?
Sounds kind of scary. But
what are they called?
Isn't that pretty normal?
The mermaids that sing or whatever.
After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But
They-
what if the
they
fairy
lure them
tale
in.
was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you have any concrete evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone
Siren,
really
I think.
got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish ships on the island can understand human language. Is it really
Sounds
so
like a rumor
shocking
mill.
that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg?
Mhm,
We're
yep.
just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
We'll go check it out.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Yeah, and that's why you're sending us out to the danger, uh-huh. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Look at the moon. We like the moon.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
Where, Paimon? Oh, I see him now. Footprints extend all the way into the water.
Look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else. Wait, did you hear something just now?
Gurgling noises can be heard coming from the water. The noises grow louder and louder until something emerges with a loud splash. It's Fremine!
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon, chill out.
Paimon? Traveler?
Fremine?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Honestly, you should wear it all the time. Just kidding.
Fremine!
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Lol.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called Thelxie.
Thelxie, you say?
Why does Thelxie sound so
How
familiar?
surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else is trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
And could you tell us about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order.
An
I
order?
know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Oh, maybe that's why.
But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremine, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it. It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, She might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish?
The fish. Cremene nods slightly and seems lost in thought after you tell him about the commission from the Fishing Association. Suddenly, his breath catches in his throat.
I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's how it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Fremine preparing for another day of work.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
Oh.
So in the end, it was just Fremine! Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Don't worry about it. It was just a misunderstanding.
Thank you.
Actually, how much work do you still have left, Fremine? Maybe we could lend you a hand.
Wow, volunteering me much.
Thanks for offering, but I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing.
Is that so?
If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, I think Paimon's right.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment.
Judgment?
Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Paimon is so correct. Yes, yes, David, indeed. Indeed. Makeshift camp? That doesn't look very makeshift. Who frickin' like
I've stored
builds a
Thelxie
whole
in the
dog?
tent. He can respond to some simple
probably already here.
verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie, are you there?
Yo. Thelxie. Thelxie Gaming. Thelxie development log. Attempted to install a language output module for Thelxie. The output signal will use a similar cipher to the one used by the House of the Hearth. The benefits are twofold. Not only does the warehouse at the House of Hearth already have many spare old motherboards, this approach will also make the language module compatible with the Diving Helmet's transcription module, allowing for quick and easy transcription and testing. As for the offset of the cipher, it will just be set to 1 for convenience. Attempted to install a language module for Thelxie. The output signal will use a similar cipher to the one used. Oh, what? I hit 1 again? Okay. 2. I've hit a snag. I had planned to apply for a transcription module to use for Thelxie, and it would have been the same one as the one used in the diving helmet, but the warehouse is out of stock. Seems like I'll have to make one from scratch using the one I have as a reference. I'll start looking into it, but it's unclear if I'll have enough time. Yo, what's up, Thelxie?
So that's Fremine's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Where's Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important.
What? I want to go
Don't
to
worry
I want to
about
go to Penguin Town.
Hey, Felxy. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
Yeah, so can Thelxie talk?
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard.
Okay.
I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon?
We're gonna craft a weapon for
Felxy
Thelxie?
have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
Okay.
What an imaginative employer! Naming Felxy after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Felxy just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
Yes, sir.
Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in
That's
case.
a giant motherboard for that tiny thing. What?
Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Assemble the circuit. Did I not make it turn? Oh, okay, there we go.
Being too popular can be
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
You expected
Taken
that?
on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then
Have
let's
we?
move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
More or less.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Bro, I can probably handle the water better than you can. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying, this one, actually, you know what? It's probably faster to swim. That's probably about the
Should
same.
be
I don't know.
right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Material for Thelxie's weapon.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
I wonder if you can just go right to the camp. Yep, you can. You can! Love it when they let you do that. Who dat?
Fremine, you're back.
Hello?
I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estrée. I must have kept you waiting.
Madame d'Estrée.
I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush.
It's the
I'm your
commissioner.
employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estrée. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
She literally just said that
Greetings,
she
my
was
new
the
friends.
employer.
Just call me Zuria. You are
Zuria.
both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do I look like a fairy too?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Nope.
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
Is that a test?
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Would we even be able to say no?
Sure, you can tell
Exactly.
us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Lay it on us.
What a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right?
This is a unique
Simply put,
new song?
Parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, The water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Did they make this song for the event?
Thank you,
It's kind of
Lil Paimon.
poggers.
He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years
Loneliness
old.
syndrome, just like me for real. Loneliness syndrome.
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
Well, she talks a lot anyway.
I won't accept that. We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less.
2,000
Family
word
doctor has already begun
quota.
to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
You sure he's not just schizo, bro?
Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his
Oh
time
no,
in
he's
his
a
fantasy world.
He's a typical Twitter user.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Celestia Plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between fields of golden Tidalga during the night. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of the Iridescence Parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. For the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. And during the day of the parade, the prince would cross a rainbow bridge made from all the offered shells, and accept the crown from his father amid the applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And as for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie.
Amazing. Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
Oh no, not a twist. The day of the Iridescence Parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters. But the kingdom fell, the king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything, and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sang out of loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similar lonely children.
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your
Was it
son
supposed to start
develop
raining, or is that
loneliness
just a
syndrome?
coincidence?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
Hello, Emerus. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. As well. You have a great day as well. What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guide his fantasy?
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world. But since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition... Here, you can take a look.
So Zuria's-san also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
Actually,
What
a really
we should
good
do now
picture.
is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremine here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Fremine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Okay.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
We've got this.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious.
We're gonna take back the kingdom.
It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer, because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son.
Oh.
We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view.
That is a really
Feel free
nice
come
place
find
to have a
me if
house, not
anything
gonna lie.
urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the
Pretzel
Kingdom
time.
of Water Imps?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zuria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
He's got some concerns. Oh, Ducks Development Log 3. I've already spent more time than planned on the transcription module. The work on Thelxie's main body will be affected if I keep at this. I'll have to put it on hold. Although the diving helmet can still be used to decipher Thelxie's output signal, it'll probably be unintelligible to everyone else. What a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you a voice, Thelxie.
What is it, Fermine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Is she the one? You know what? I bet she's the one with the loneliness syndrome and she's the one with delusions. Her son's probably dead. And this is gonna be sad. Mentally prepare ourselves? For what?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being
Maybe
the way
not.
it is, if things don't...
Maybe it ain't that deep.
If things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
That's ominous.
Fermine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well?
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fermine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases,
Damn.
the patient could even pass away.
Damn.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Don't worry, I've seen all kinds of strange and difficult things in life.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
You've seen some
Really?
shit.
Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping
Interesting.
someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
So the penguin town you mentioned was...
So you remembered.
I want to go to your penguin world, man.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon
Penguin
remember?
Town.
Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Suddenly Fremine pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on his head. Because he's embarrassed.
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
Damn, Paimon.
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole
That's a
different
cool
world
shot.
from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
No, I want to try on your helmet too. Dude, I'd love to see Lumine with the freaking diving helmet
Well,
on.
if that's in order.
Yep, that's an order.
Hey, now's not the time! Fremine still has Thelxie's weapon to make. We don't want to bother him now.
Damn, come on,
Right.
Paimon.
I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Dang, that would suck. Having to wait after that. Yo, whoa, what? This is cool. That was fire. That was a cool animation. Once again, another unique song for the event. Freaking fire.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
No, we gotta wait for 2 days. Arena. I find it weird. There seems like there's a lot of places in Fontaine where it doesn't pan up to the sky when you change the time.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Everyone is here.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Thelxie!
Oh my god, look at him. He's got a weapon and a shield. Thelxie Pogchamp.
Whoa! Thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now! He's looking sharp!
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Remine.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown?
No problem.
You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking, since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
What should we draw on the page?
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Felxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions.
Yo!
Anything else?
She said she wasn't a good drawer. That's bullshit. Don't forget to add some color.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful. Splendid ideas, everyone.
RGB.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Felxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is
There,
still
all my
just the
dogs
first
barking.
page.
Sorry about that, gamers. Alright, back to the story.
That's right!
And I
Paimon
gotta use the
can't
bathroom.
wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thalxi's fantastic adventures begin now!
Here we go. Part 2. After some time, you arrive at the shore above the underwater Kingdom of Water Imps. Bro, how is it still too shallow? Bruh. Okay, there we go. For materials to make a crown.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Whoa! Is that
Oh.
the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
Why is it an abyssal door? Yo, what? The beautiful Kingdom of Water Imps is at hand. Warriors, together with Prince Thalxi, reclaim it from the monster's occupation. Okay. And he gets to assist. And where are my characters? Bop, bop. 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 Actually, I just realized there's 2 Hydro Slimes. This is gonna be interesting. It's okay. Charlotte will kill them. Charlotte and Kazuha, they'll do it somehow. They got it.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the Kingdom of Water Imps, Paimon, not ruins.
Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the Water Imps' colorful houses and the Rainbow Bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
It's okay. It's fantasy time now.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
Paimon.
We are the companions of Prince Thalxi, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory? Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Do you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And
Bro.
as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled
The
with
rainbow
light.
glory. Dude, pop it off.
My gratitude to your divine highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Yeah.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of Goddess Paimon.
Ahem. Now, adventurers,
Oh my gosh.
charge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
They're in battle pose, man. They're ready. Use Prince Thelxie's Water Imp Chanson to defeat opponents more easily. Using the skill, Thelxie must charge up before being able to use it again.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of Water Imps. They're called...
I've never used Fremine, I don't even know how he works.
Hilly Churls of the Deep.
The hilly churls of the
Those
deep.
accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Smile.
Tear! Going under! Getting
It's actually doing okay damage. I don't know what Fremine is supposed to be.
Getting
Actually know absolutely nothing about this character.
It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong now that even a Diviniture of the deep would pose no threat.
Churl of the deep.
Let's come! Bow your head.
It's finally over. So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the kingdom of Water Imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It
Dang.
was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong. We just eradicated all the monsters in one go.
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time, and you too, Thelxie, my child.
You're saying my child for Thelxie. Hello, Kira? Was that how you say that? Do I do account reviews? No, not really. I mean, I occasionally look at people's accounts, like their showcase, but that's pretty much all I do.
Foxy's turning
I don't
out
have
to be
enough
a
knowledge
real
about
expert
everything
at
to know,
fighting.
but
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
I hope it's a sick
We can
crown.
add an update to Foxy's fantastic adventures as well. Now that we've reclaimed the kingdom of Water Imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book.
Better be a great picture.
Zuria and Fremine, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
You just want to see someone draw oh my gosh, there's an extra D in there. Draw goddess with triple D's. Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that
Hey.
case, the story today should go something like this.
Go ahead and add my add me. My UID should be visible on the bottom right there. I'll take a quick look. Sure.
After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Foreshadowing?
The goddess
Foreshadowing?
has arrived. She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and
The plot thickens.
it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful! Zuria is really talented at drawing.
Yeah, remember when she said she wasn't?
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end, and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
Wonder what that said in Morse code.
Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure.
Just nonsensical
Okay?
letters? Okay. What did you look like every time? Sounds good to me.
And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
You translated every single one? Damn, that's some dedication right there. Okay, why should she be humming like that, though? Zuria seems kind of sus, not gonna lie.
Alright, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Fremine is really dedicated.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because... I hope...
Oh, what?
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put
Wow,
your
Paimon. Wow, Paimon.
Am I turning red?
Don't tease Fremine, Paimon.
Alright. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
Hello, Juro? Is that how you say that? I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. Saw a post for you. They said you need to go one letter before the word translated. It's in French? French Morse code? Yeah. Hello? See ya. What the penguin saying?
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle.
A
for
Caesar
themselves.
cipher. Dang, these parts are going by fast. Okay, let me look at this account. Because why not? Ooh, Ayako. Information. Alright, let's see. We got the Ganyu with the Skyward Harp. Hey, that's what I got on mine right now too. Oh, you just need to circle it. But four-piece wandering troop. Respect. I like that set. I like that set. Level 8. All right, we got the Bennett. Level 56 too. So.
Adventure team, assemble!
What we got on the Bennett? Livonia sword, good. We got the energy recharge. Yeah, I plan on finishing the story today. She's abandoned. Oh yeah. I didn't really look at them, huh? I didn't realize it was level 4. Oh, okay. I see. So you never finished her. Oh, that's not a bad piece though. That's actually a fire feather. Pretty all right. Flower. Yeah, you'd want probably cryo bonus on that one. Yeah, artifact moment. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the Bennett here, but as long as you got the... It's based on base attack anyway, but... Dang, not too bad on the substats though. Not too bad on the substats though. It's like DPS Bennett. Utao! You're like all about stats instead of stat bonuses. He just stacks ER. That's fair. Have his burst up as often as you can. You've got some really good substats on some of these pieces. Just saying. That's actually really good substats for Hutao. They're deluxe? My god. What are these substats? The Kazuha, level 70. Iron Sting, that's classic piece. No 4-piece Viridescent though? Or are these wrong too? Physical damage Kazuha, let's go! The off-meta build. No, actually it's the new meta. Once again, you got some pretty decent substats on some of these pieces. Dang, that's a lot of EM. For one piece. That looks like it belongs to him. Irina, level 60. I'm assuming you probably just got her not too long ago. Sack sword? I'm not sure how useful sack sword would be on her because she already has 100% uptime, but I mean, it's got good ER, so if that's like, if you don't have like, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what's good on Furina that isn't like Festering Desire or the fishing weapon. I don't actually know. 2-piece hydro damage bonus, 2-piece energy recharge. That's fair. That's fair. For emblem. Once again, pretty decent substats. I like these substats. This one's got a nice HP percent bonus too. It does say something? Oh my gosh. I wonder if someone's translated all of them. Crit rate, crit damage? Yeah, with some HP. These are actually really good. These are actually some really good main stats and substats. I see it. That's awesome. Nahida. Oh, good. You got the good old sack frags. Love sack frags on Nahida. No set bonus. Once again, we got the wild substats. Well, maybe not this one, but it is an EM. I understand. Those freaking EM things. Mona. Widsith, yep. Yep. Love Widsith on Mona. No artifacts on Mona. Ayaker. Harbinger of Dawn. I don't know if... I've never used Harbinger of Dawn, but I know it's like a good 3-star option for some characters. You have to probably have a shielder on that team, though. But I see it. I see the potential. Peace Blizzard, please, Emblem. Oh my god! How do you get these? Can I ask what kind of crack your artifact RNG is? I mean, I know they're not necessarily on her best in slot sets, but like even then, it's like you got some. I guess I haven't even looked at like these things. Yeah, if she's in a double cryo comp, that's pretty solid.
As a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Especially with a 3-star weapon, that's pretty solid. I haven't looked at these though. I don't know why I didn't do that. Nahida. She's only at level 60, so she's got tons of growth to have still. Oh, really, Damon? Mona's Constellations. Oh, you have C2 Mona? Wonder what constellation Mona I have, actually. Those had the Lukes. Well, I like your Ayaka. Like, it's, pretty... It seems like it's pretty good for, like, the 3-star weapon that she has. I mean, if you have her above 90%, I don't think there's even a way you can miss a crit if you're in a double cryo comp. Which you would be with Ayaka in most cases. But yeah, I'm blown away by your substats on some of these. It's like, that's freaking... I saw, what wasn't like one of them like 32% crit damage? I don't remember where that was. Yeah, right there. That's wild. That's wild right there. AR 56. Well. So, yeah. That's not bad, not bad. I really like your Ayaka. Benny's ER. Oh, actually, I'm curious how much ER your Bennett has. So you had a lot of ER stuff on him.
Wow.
Oh my god. Almost 300%. You could probably get his burst back in like probably 2. But just one skill would probably give it most of it back. Actually, if it crit, you probably would get it back, actually. Higher refinement on Favonia's sword. I mean, I think you already have decent crit rate too, don't you? Yeah, you already have 50%. Already a 50% crit rate.
Benny's adventure
54.
team assemble.
So I mean, yeah. This Bennett's got a... the only thing that'd be slowing you down is probably the cooldown timer. I don't remember how much it is on him. I can't click on it here. That's lame. That's a lame. Oyoverse. Bennett. Where's my Bennett? I'm blind. There we go.
Benny's adventure team assemble.
15 seconds? Huh? You'd still have over 100% uptime on that, probably. I don't remember how long it stays on the field, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, it's 12 seconds. Pretty close to 100% uptime. Only that 3-second cooldown between. Yeah, that's awesome. Consistency. A lot of people actually devalue that. Where it's like, yes, you could be dealing slightly more damage, but if you have your burst up more, especially with certain characters, it's like, it may be more worth to put more ER in. That's how I felt about Kazuha too. Everyone was telling me to put Iron Sting on, but I was hardcore on Favonius until I ended up getting this. I don't remember when I got this, but I got it when I was pulling for someone's weapon. I don't remember whose. It might have been Alhatham's. Actually, I think it was when I was going for Alhatham's. But alright, let's get back to the story. That was a fun little detour. Wait till 2 days later. Oh boy, we gotta sit here and wait, guys. We love this. Oh my god, Fremine just like did a turn towards us. Kinda creepy, Fremine. I love the waiting game. Alright. What up, Fremine?
It's the final day of Felxie's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremine at his camp.
Fremine!
Hey, Fremine! Felxie! We're here!
Just like we were discussing, Damon, I am glad that they gave Fremine his own little event thing here, because it seemed like he didn't get to have much attention put on him in the Archon quest.
Hello, Paimon. Hello, Traveler.
I think they're pretty good. I mean, you don't have to be optimal in this game for your builds to be good still. And I mean, like, your substats are insane on most of those builds. And once again, I have high respect for your Ayaka, especially since she's on a 3-star weapon and you made her, like, really good, actually. Yeah, they're good, and it was fun. It was fun. I like looking at other people's accounts and seeing what builds they may have, or I've seen some wacky stuff though. I did someone else's before, and they had some interesting builds, to say the least.
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Someone had this one build where they had Jean and I don't remember who else. Someone else, and I think Chi-Chi even. And then they had me basically copy their builds. And then you just went fast. It was actually hilarious. Oh, I think Rosaria as well. He said it tonight. I need to go super fast.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon.
Who? Melazine?
Oh, and speaking
No?
of,
It sounded like a Melazine.
Found you two at long last. I'm
Oh, it's
so
Delaroche.
glad that you both are all right.
huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
Pretty sure there's a Melazine that uses
What
the same
could have
voice actor.
happened?
I
That
just realized
water
that.
imp Felxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy
Sure.
you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault.
Go ahead and put all your
Don't
crypt
worry,
pieces
we'll
on
get the
Ayaga.
fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
What'd you do, Damon?
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
It's Sadine's VA. Yeah, that's what I thought. It totally
Feminine
sounded like
diving?
Sadine.
No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account.
Oh yeah, is that so?
What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this
What?
open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Oh no. So you know, I don't know how many of you were here earlier when I said it, but I'm starting to get more and more afraid that this boy doesn't exist, or doesn't exist anymore. That this child already is gone, and the mom is the one having the delusion, having the delusions with the loneliness syndrome. Like this sounds right here like the mother may be coping. She's in denial, but that's just a theory. I don't know, but that's the fact that this was mentioned is kind of sus.
Are you sure?
And that's also really sad.
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know.
Oh
The child
no!
was only 8 years old.
No!
His name was Lescaut. Lescaut Destray.
Why? Why did I have to know? That's so sad. She is the one. Oh no. I like how the music completely cut out too. No.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Rip.
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago.
The husband's dead too, or at least the dad. We don't know if there's technically her husband, but... And that she's an art dealer. That's what she meant by she's seen a lot of art in her work, but, you know, she's probably an artist herself too.
Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and
She
felt
felt terribly ill.
It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
Okay, hold on. What Damon sent me? Oh my god, Damon, please.
It can't be, right? Lescaut Destray? Zuria Destray?
It's not a coincidence.
It must be some sort of a coincidence?
Seems like we need to pay a visit to the Destray house.
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Yikes.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Ah, dude, this whole story just got even more sad. Why do they do this? Why are all the events sad, bro? Okay, not all of them, but sometimes it feels like it. Check your Ayaka now? Okay, okay.
A blade embraces its duty, as
Oh
a
my
jeweler
gosh.
cherishes their gems.
So you'll have this 28% if you're over 90. If you're in a double cryo comp, you'll have even more, and then if something's frozen, you'll have even more. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I have Ayaka's signature, and I don't even think my crit damage is that high. But my attack would be significantly up there, because I've got that. Actually curious what mine is, though. Ah, wrong thing. I'm getting lost. Yeah, I only had 221. But sheesh. That's a lot of crit damage. I want to see. Okay. Artifacts. Well, besides the healing effectiveness, at least you got 2-piece Blizzard Strayer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Was this on your Ganyu earlier? I don't remember. That's insane, though. I don't think I've ever seen a crit damage stat that high. Oh my lord. That's so good. Oh, it's pyro damage bonus. But still. Jesus Christ. I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure I have some pieces like that, but like, goddamn. Here, I'll just add you. Wait, what? Oh, you have reached your max limit. I'm like, I'm at 22 out of 60. What do you mean? That's okay. Wait, you're able to send a friend request when you have full friends, though?
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
MiHoYo's fave. You have one higher than that? You sent it to me? Man, this is an awesome place to have a house, though. Oh, God.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient
Male
here who
voice.
needs
Oh.
quiet bed rest.
Doctor.
Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
It's the song again. Who is the patient? The door opens after a brief moment of silence. A man walks out with a confused
This is
look in
the
his
residence
eyes.
of Zuria Destri, and I am Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
That's her.
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness.
Yeah.
Are you her friends by any chance?
You inform the doctor of all that's happened in the past few days between some breaks of silence.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself?
Gosh, this music's even sadder now.
She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time.
Yeah, what about your Nahida?
That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good.
3 pity?
Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
She was 3 pity, 1 pity. God damn it, Damon. That's hilarious. Dude, we need the Genshin rap out here.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So how is Zuria now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when
she's
she
been
returned from
humming.
her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left
Ah, you've got
behind,
some good luck.
and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon.
We might continue the guidance
Even
thing.
though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first.
I didn't expect this to
What
take such
should we
a
do?
sad turn.
I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalakan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before?
I think it's a good idea.
It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
The doctor quickly retrieves the book and hands it to Fremine.
This is it.
We still need to finish the adventure and the picture book?
That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true,
Jean
the past few
Lacan.
days have been very helpful to Zuria. So we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face
Can't say
reality.
I blame her. Pretty
Our
rough.
first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself.
That's what we're gonna do.
And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
We'll have to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
The weapons... Are you talking about, like, the next set? Or... the 4 stars? I mean, the sword's good too, but this thing right here. I'm still so mad that I freaking had to go to the guaranteed to get the thing. But hey, at least we got Ammo's bow. We got Ammo's bow, we got this, and we got this. So I can't complain too much. But these 4 stars are pretty good, yeah. Except for the bell. One of these is not like the other. One of these is not like the other. Oh, the bell. What a weapon. What a weapon. I saw a chest there, and I probably should get it, but I'm not going to. Oh, the battle pass. Oh, like the new ones? I have one on this character. I considered pulling for his signature, and part of me still kind of wishes I did. But I don't like pulling for signature weapons because, despite me having quite a few of them, because yeah. But like this is really good on him, and I can't wait to get more refinements on it. He's such a cute. He is one of my new favorite characters. What is that? Oh, it's probably a page. Evil never sleeps and has secretly smuggled away the crown that rightfully belongs to Prince Thelxie. Warriors defeat the abominable thieves and take back Thelxie's crown. Okay, bop, bop. Bop. Bop.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down.
Damon.
Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Damon dropping water bottle on keyboard moment. How do you do that so often? Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Be careful, brave adventurers. Here comes the evil monster that stole the crown.
Let's beat
Watch
them
out,
up,
everyone.
I agree.
They're coming at us again.
Looks stripped. Oh, this is the final enemy, right? Catch him! We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Settle down.
Lol. C6R1? Sheesh.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
Damon, that is so cap. That is so cap. Keep coping all you want, Damon. You may have not spent as much as I have on this game, but you're still a whale. You can deny it all you want. You can deny it all you want.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just...
Is that considered a fish? Is that a narwhal? Of course, there are different tiers of whales. There's like the Omega whales, and then there's like the Battle Pass Welkins, and then there's like the, oh, I spent a little bit on gems here and there. And then there's like, you know, Tectone when the game first came out and spent like, what, 100,000 on the game? How do you spend that much money on this game? I mean, don't get me wrong, between this game and Star Rail, I don't even want to know how much I've spent, because I've bought gems in both, not a ton of gems in both, but I have had Welkin since I think the first week of Genshin, and I've definitely had the Welkin equivalent in Star Rail since day one. I've bought the battle passes every update. Not the more expensive one every update, but lately I've been buying the more expensive one. So I'm definitely a whale. But yeah. You started playing this a few days ago? Hello, Navisus, how are you? Welcome to Gotcha Hell.
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the
His name is
Kingdom
John
of Water Imps.
No, sorry.
We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend
meme.
his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria!
Oh, that sucks.
Retrieve the crown!
Oh, that's true.
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
I forgot you played that Star Wars game. Well, I didn't really forget. I just forgot that it's a gacha game.
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the
All
picture
right,
book.
translate the Morse code and translate
It's
it from
still
French.
waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
All right, what's gonna be on the last page?
Okay.
Irina Macaroni. Yes.
Thelxie and his friends were able to drive
RGB.
out the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their
Rainbow
success
Castle.
was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the Rainbow Bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find
Welcome
the
back.
person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely."
I did find it weird that she was calling it my child.
That's the end of the story, Zarya.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you.
Sag.
Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again.
What femoid shall I attempt to procure first? Whomst is good? There's not very many characters that are bad, to be honest. I mean, right now has one of the strongest characters in the game, my opinion. But, she would not be easy to build as an early gamer. I wonder what this says. I wonder if Thelxie is even, like, communicating anything important to her.
Mama loves you too.
She can understand it?
What's happening? Is Zarya talking to Thelxie?
What is Thelxie saying?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Fremine walks up to you and pulls out his diving helmet before placing it on your head. Wait, please tell me we get to see Lumine with the helmet on, please. Aww. So that's what Thelxie is saying.
Mama loves you too.
But I love you more, Mamo.
Bro! Wait, what is this?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you...
That's what she was humming!
Of
Bro!
course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
It's so sad.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite.
Oh, that was the song,
Now
yep.
that I've heard it, I can
Sag.
return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Oh my gosh, the bubbles that are going up too. Bro. Bro. That's so tragic still, though. 3 days later at Fremone's camp.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit.
Well, maybe she got over the illness.
This time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's awesome.
That's wonderful. So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important.
Good luck on your grind.
I definitely didn't expect the fantasy
Good night,
adventure to be
Nemesis.
so
Nice to see ya.
peaceful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Fantasy
Paimon,
is just fantasy.
Do you know what the Madame said?
Better go tell
She
that to
said
Twitter.
That at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned.
See you, Nemesis.
And he
See ya,
told her
soldier.
that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son.
She finally accepted.
She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
Oh boy, we go into the deeper meanings here because we have a lot of fantasy books here in Teyvat. Fantasy books that have had parallels. W.
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what
This isn't the
happened.
first time this has happened either.
You saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone
Oh
who
my God,
found
a rainbow.
themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience
Is that
a
the
miracle
Rainbow Bridge?
for themselves.
To be continued. Oh, we're still going. Or are we? No, okay. I don't know why I said to be continued. That felt like that was kind of short, though. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. It told the story. It told the story it needed to. But I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like event stories, like the main event stories, are usually pretty long. Not super long, but you know what I mean. We have a lot of this to do, though. Bro, I can't believe they made unique music for this, though. Not that I'm complaining. I love it when they do that. Just surprised. Suppose we can do these now. I don't need to teleport. The debugging process features broken circuits. Broken circuits will immediately connect when the signal passes through an inductive switch the corresponding color. So wait, it's just gonna connect? Okay, so I can't delete that. I'm just like, there we go. So that should just work now, yeah? Okay. Have to pass through that. I get it, I get it. There can be up to 2 different circuits involved in one debugging process. Circuits, starting points and endpoints will have the same color. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Why did it... What am I doing? Oh, no, it just has to pass through it. No, okay, no, we had the right idea. What am I doing? There we go. I'm overthinking, as usual. Next. Okay, but what happens? I'm assuming it'll just be fine, right? Okay, they just stop. I see. We good. After the debugging process has gone on for a while, you can use the debug manual to obtain clues about how to set the circuit up. I don't need no clue. We don't need no clues. Maybe. How did I go all the way? Yeah. It's also unique. I think this is unique music for this minigame too. When a signal passes through an inductive switch of a specific color, the branching path connection direction will follow. You can repeatedly activate such inductive switches this way. Interesting, okay. So we're gonna pass through this and it's going to swap this so that they can go on the same path. However, we want the path to change, but it should just do that. It should just work. Yep. Perfect. Okay, what do we got here? And that should just work. But maybe not. Never mind. I think we need to limit, or not limit, but make it take longer. There we go. Perfect. This is kind of a neat little mini game. It's pretty easy, but doesn't need to be difficult. Okay, what do we got here? We got 2. I want to stagger one, probably. So if we do that. Wait, but then it's gonna, maybe not. We go up, pass through, flip this, but that'll also... I don't know how it works if they arrive at the same time. Just gonna... Okay. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that doesn't work. Maybe we need to stagger this one instead. I still feel like that won't work. Oops. Yeah, they run into each other. It almost worked. Or oh wait, no. I need that one to go down and that one to go up. Damn it. I like how I just said, oh, they're really easy, and now I'm stumped. Not super stumped, but... what caused that to flip? Don't really want it to be honest. The heck? Am I crazy? We did something wacky. Okay. That was literally it. Interesting, actually. Maybe we'd want... Wait, no, okay, no, we'll do that. We'll have him go up. It'll switch the path. We'll have this one go around a little slower. That should be fine. Oh, too fast. Too fast. So let's do this. That should work. Perfect. Wait, is this not just the one I did? Did I hit retry or something? Oh, I did them all. Okay, that was faster than I expected. Holy rewards. Okay. Record of the search for glory. I don't know why, but I felt like there was more circuits. I like how that one took me longer than the last two did combined. When the Echoing Conch plays, it will display possible iridescent glory locations on your minimap in your field of view. Collect the designated number of said glories to complete the challenge. Some materials require xenochromatic phantomer aberrant abilities to collect. Okay. Apparently one more somewhere. Oh, over there. I see it. Okay. Is that the first one? There's only 3 of those? Okay. Oh, pfft. Wow, that's not going to be very helpful when I put myself into the Fortress of Maripede. Sploosh. Okay. Kaboom! It makes sploosh and kaboom references. Oh, I just killed something, didn't I? Excuse me. So you're a real one if you get what I mean when I say sploosh and kaboom. You're a real one. Honestly missed that game though. They should bring the HD remake to the Switch. Just saying. I say that as I have a Wii U and I could just play it anytime I want to. Or I could just emulate the GameCube version. Or hell, I could probably emulate the Wii U version. To be completely honest. Okay, where are you? Up. Thank you for the giant conch icon on my screen, Hoyoverse. It's also very nice of them to put the required if I could speak. Actually, I don't even know if it is required. Well, at least useful. Ooh, we got a blue drop. You wanna fight? We will fight. Okay, there's one more. But weird. Oh. Oh, it's gotta be whichever one is... Oh, there it is. No! Hoyoverse! Can't believe they're out here making me kill these guys, bro. You know how awful I feel every time I have to kill one of these guys? Not gonna forgive them for that one. Oh, these 5 combat challenges? Cinco. Big baddie score. Love this team. This team's too good. Makes me want to not use any other team. Honestly though, I should create a team where I use Furina and Witching at the same time. I think that'd be a fun team too.
Another test.
Shower me with praise. Let the world come on. Smile. Hard-hitting exclusive.
Is there any challenges I have to complete, or just have to get a score?
Care for a dance.
Following order.
One with nature. As one with wind
Care
and
for a
cloud.
dance?
Say cheese.
Care for a dance.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo.
Be sanctified.
Oh my lord!
Care for
Hold
a
that
dance.
pose. Breaking new.
Wind strike.
Silence.
Care for a dance. Dance with me.
Yoo-hoo. Time to shine. Say cheese.
Oh dang, I did that too early.
Down. The tides beckon.
Well.
Care for a dance.
Dude, they can't even
Dance
live!
with me. The wind knows I can.
Smile. Let my name echo in song. Truth.
Messing up my rotations, but it's okay because there's so many enemies that energy doesn't really matter.
Be sanctified.
Care for a dance.
Strike a pose. Time to shine.
Wind strike.
Hold that pose. Breaking new.
Bow your head.
Let the world collide.
Clouds high. The birds.
Say hello. Smile. Truth bomb.
Settle down.
Lol. Oh, I'm so glad they have a select stage. I'm so glad I've been doing that more often. I'm just gonna use the same exact team. Up. Like to destroy the world with water. With a little bit of wind and ice.
Time to shine.
Just a little bit.
Hold that pose. Breaking new.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Wind strike.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo.
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Say cheese. Hard-hitting
Be sanctified. Silence.
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive.
Point and delete.
The birds.
Smile. Truth bomb.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Let the mighty be humble.
Bow your head.
I haven't even really used the thing. Yeah, there we go.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
I haven't used Doxy.
Adorn.
Hold that pose. Hard-hitting it.
Be sanctified.
Let my name echo in song.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds.
Smile. Truth bomb.
The tides beckon.
Should be using Doxy more, I think.
Let the world come alive. Hold that pose. Breaking new.
Be sanctified.
Let me see, actually. It's just obtaining points. I don't even have to worry about using Thelxie. I was afraid you had to use Thelxie a certain amount of times. No, you don't. You do not.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Smile! Hard-hitting exclusive!
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
That's close enough.
Let the world collide!
Time to go. Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Say cheese! Shoot!
The tides
God, dude, I love it when my rotation goes perfectly. Doesn't happen all the time because I'm not the greatest at staying in rotation, but
That's following up. Feeling lucky today.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo
Into the wind.
for what? Okay, well that was severely messed up.
hard-hitting exclusive!
be sanctified.
That did still work.
For the eternal...
You are not welcome.
Some target practice.
Let the world collide! Say cheese! Breaking news!
Too early.
The mighty be humbled.
Your coming was foretold.
Silence.
What was fertile?
Oasis.
Let my name echo in sunshine!
Clouds high. The birds...
Smile! Shoot!
Be sanctified.
Oh my gosh.
Your coming was foretold.
Settle down. You are not
Some target practice.
lucky today.
Time to shine! Hold that pose! Breaking news!
Silence.
Got him. Oh my gosh, it wants me to use them? No way. Can I just use this team for everything? Like, are they not gonna put any hydro resistant enemies?
Another job.
Let my name echo in song!
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Smile! Shoot!
The tides beckon.
Another test subject.
Bow your head.
Pay your dues! Let the world collide!
As one with wind and cloud.
Hold that pose! Breaking news!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Dude, I just can't. This team is so broken.
Settle down.
Pay your dues.
Time to shine! Smile!
Dang it, I keep doing that too early.
Be sanctified. Silence.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in...
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call.
Say cheese!
There we go.
Hard-hitting it!
Slow down a little bit that time.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come! How dare you!
Whoa, what happened there?
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Hold that pose! Shoot! Bomb!
Let the mighty be humbled. Bow your head.
Bro.
Time to shine!
Clouds high. The birds...
Smile!
I actually feel so OP.
The tides beckon.
My lord. And we can still use the same team.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
What?
Hold that pose! Shoot! Bomb!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Let the world collide!
As one with wind and cloud.
Say cheese! Freaking new!
Settle down.
Oh, if I messed that up, I should use this burst first. That's okay.
Tides beckon.
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with wind strike! Clouds high.
The birds come.
Smile! Shoot! Bomb!
Silence.
A little bit off rotation, but it's okay. We're just doing burst and scale backwards.
Time to shine!
Fallen leaves, adorn my.
Hold that pose! Hard-hitting exclusive!
Bow your head.
I didn't hit anything with my skill. That's awkward.
Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo!
As one with wind and cloud.
Say cheese!
Shoot! Bomb!
Settle down.
I still got the thing backwards.
Be sanctified.
Time to shine! Shower me with
Sweet. That was fun. It was fun deleting mobs, bro. Felt like I was playing like a Genshin Warriors. Oh. Is that it? Did I do everything? Damn, we really just sped ran this, didn't we? Dang, a rare event where Nino could get on and get this thing done in like less than 2 hours. That's wild. Free from an A! Let's go! Yo! Yeah, I'm just done. Sweet. Alrighty, gamers. Well, I think that's all I'm gonna do today for Genshin. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with Destiny. Probably all day. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all